it's Sophie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make pom-poms. So I've got 3 ways to show you. The first one is with cardboard, the second one is with these pom-pom makers, and the third one is with a fork. Let's get started! So to start off with your pom-pom maker for the first one, you will need to get your piece of cardboard and cut out, or draw out a circle, and this is the first one, so it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll just do it again. So you're going to place it, your circle, whatever you're using, and measure it out with a pencil, which you also need. And then in the centre, you're going to get a smaller circle, so I'll probably use this one, and place it in the centre. If you would like, you can use a ruler to make sure you've got it in the centre. And then just draw it out. Obviously if it's not in the centre, then you can just rub it out and do it again. So that's what it looks like now. So now we're going to cut it out. And you will be needing 2 of these, that's why I've already done one. Now for the next part, that doesn't really look like it's in the centre, but oh well. You will cut up to the line and then cut out the circle in the centre. This makes it easier to put your wool onto the cardboard, and it's also easier to cut out. Let me move out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. So you should now have 2 of these thingos, cardboard circles. So the next part is lining up your both of them together, so that, well, you'll understand at the end. So you've got both of them there. Line them up. Get your wool. Take the end of it and then start winding, people. From here, start from this side, and then you, as you can see, it's easier. So some people just cut out the centre without making that line, but if you do that, then you have to stick your whole wool through. So I thought this was a quicker and easier way. So once you think you've done enough, I don't know if that's enough, I usually do more than that, but I use thicker wool. You can just finish off, make sure that this last piece is at the end here, so that it comes up to the end, and just cut it off. And then, so once you've cut off that little bit there, now go to the, remember when you made these 2 and you've got 2 of them, you're going to get your scissors, get it inside both the middle of it, and you're just going to cut the top of the pom-pom. Okay, so once you've cut all your pom-pom, just from your wool before, cut a piece of string, probably about 20-30 centimeters, and then with the string you're going to go in the middle of the 2 pieces of cardboard, and then tie a knot. Make sure it's really tight so that the pom-pom doesn't fall apart, and then turn it around and do it the other side. and then once you think you've got it tight enough, just pull the cardboard away from it, and you have your pom-pom. So just cut off the little pieces coming out. If you want to hang it up, then obviously you can leave the two pieces here so that you can hang it up. But I don't want to hang it up, so I'm going to cut them off and you've got your little pom-pom. So I like to use the cardboard way, but it takes a really long time, but it makes a really good pom-pom. Okay, so the next way that I'm going to show you is using pom-pom makers. So if you don't have one, you can buy them on eBay. So they look like this, and you should have 2 of them. So I used the pom-pom makers to make these 2 pom-poms, and I actually used the blue one to make both of these, even though one's bigger than the other, but that's because I used more wool in this one. So I'm going to use the blue one because it's small-ish. The smallest one looks like this, and it's so little, but I don't want to use it that small because I want you to be able to see it. So if you have one of these and you don't know how to use it, you're going to get, so as you can see, these little things coming out here, you put them on the outside, and then with the holes you match it up with the these bubble thingers. You know what I mean? So it should like that and like that. So you've got the bubbles on, the holes on one side and the bubbles on the other, but it doesn't look like that. Anyway, so you've got your things ready, and then you grab your wool and you start wrapping. So you're going to do one side at a time. So start off with, hold it in your one hand, and then grab your wool in one hand, and then yeah, you pretty much just do this the whole time. This is probably the easiest one and the one that I like to do the most, but as you can tell, you have to buy this one, I guess that's why. So just wind it up as much as you want to do it, and then once you get to this side, so not in the middle, on the end here, just get it up to the end like I did in the first one, and then just cut it off. So now we're going to hold this side and do the same on this one. So when you think you've got the same thickness on both sides, just do the same as you did before, cut it off at the end. Now, once you get up to here, you're going to put them together. Open up that white clip. And then just stick them or clip them both together. So this should be the easy part. Just going to get into the center of the pom-poms and then just cut like before. Okay, so as like before, you're going to get a piece of string from your wool, cut it off, doesn't really matter how long or short it is, and then stick it through the middle. I'm going to go around twice and then tie it off really tight. And then once you're done, just, if you can, just pull it out, or you can just unclip it and then put it out like that. And you have your pom-pom. So depending on which clip thingo you use, then you'll get a different size, and how much wool you use, depending on how much wool you use, how thick your pom-pom will be. So that's the second one, and yeah. The third one and last one is using a fork. So as you can see, my fork thingos aren't very long, so me and my mum made this one. So it's like a block of wood, and then we hammered in 4 screws, but I'm going to show you how to do it on the fork, because if you don't have this block of wood, then you might not be able to do it. So to start off with, you're going to put your piece of wool into the center, and then just wind around like the 3 ones, so that a couple of them, so that it's tied up properly, and then just wind it around the fork. So this is probably the easiest one, but it doesn't exactly end up looking that nice. It's more of a rectangle. So as you can see, this pom-pom will probably end up being really small, because the thingos on my fork are really small, and I don't exactly have that much wool left. Cut it off right at the end, and then you're going to, so you've got 4 stick thingos coming up, so you're going to get your wool. I've only got this much left, so just use like 20-30 centimeters. You're going to stick it in the center of both of the middle, and then you're going to somehow get it through the center of the bottom, so it comes out the other end. Now if you can't do it with your fingers like me, just get your scissors and try to poke it. It's kind of hard. So if it's not working for you, just get your wool, put it in the middle of the 4, and then make sure it's really tight, and then pull it through. So obviously this pom-pom is going to be extremely small, because it didn't exactly work out. If you somehow still had your pom-pom on the fork, then you would tie your string through it, tie it up, and then you would cut on the sides. But because it kind of fell off, I am cutting it on the, I'm doing the same sort of thing but without the fork. So if you want to hang it up, then you obviously can leave the 2 strings, but I'm not going to, so I'm cutting them off. And there's a couple more here. And that is your little pom-pom. So this one's a really little, and it's not exactly in the shape of a pom-pom, but it's alright. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe for more fun videos. Bye!